6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another CryptoBROS
And HollyGirl.
podcast number 101.
You're going to remember it without having to look for at least a couple weeks, I would think. Get to 105 or something like that, you're going to have to start cheating again. But did everybody recover from the episode 100?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Holly's still hungover.
Yeah.
Tequila.
It hasn't been a good time the last days.
No, there's been a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of one of those deals where I'm not even sure where to start. But I thought maybe we might start with some red candles. So I don't know how many people are checking their things daily. I don't normally check mine daily anymore. I used to check it hourly and this and that, and then I'd go back and forth. But I got the notification today, and then again, and that usually means something skyrocketed or something's falling that I hold. And we have some red candles today, and things are going down, and not 100% sure why. Greg, tell us why it's going down.
Well, it's classified. Need to know basis. If I said it, we'd probably get kicked off immediately.
You're still working on it right now.
And thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
Would you hack into that Bitcoin and make that thing go up so everything else can go up too?
I'll try. I'll do my best.
Yeah, it's one of those things too. I mean, the funny answer that we usually give is, why is everything going down? It's because people are selling. I mean, why are they selling? I don't pretend to understand. Yeah. I really don't.
Honestly,
money's moving.
Yeah, money is moving, but I have a feeling it has a lot to do with what's going on in the world. There is a lot, and I can tell you, I guess I had a blind eye to it because I just found out some crazy stuff yesterday that is happening, in our world, and we're sending, troops and ships and stuff over on that side. So, I would have to say a lot of it has to do with what's going on in the world. Germany is another thing. They sold all their Bitcoin. But I feel like that same thing happened not too long ago for some reason. Okay.
You guys remember that the Bitcoin was selling for like $19,000 less than a year ago? I think it was November of last year when it got down to, say, 18,000. I didn't write it down, but it's somewhere around that time frame.
Remember.
I mean, and then everybody's like, "Oh, it's going away. It's going to be done." And then next thing you know, we have $70,000 Bitcoin. Not next thing. It took it 8 to 9, 10 months to get there. But it's one of those things where you don't know why. But I can tell you one thing.
You guys are frozen for me. I'm probably not frozen.
No, you're not frozen. But I can tell you one thing, too, whenever it comes to that sort of thing, and the reason that we don't necessarily fret over the red candles is because we're not over leveraged. And I think that's such a huge thing. And I'm not here to get on a soapbox and tell people not to get over leveraged or you did it wrong or any of that. Everybody each to their own. I've seen accusations of people being upset because people are bought into more than one token. You should be bought into more than one token. Not financial advice, right, Greg? Greg always has to remind me.
That's right.
You gotta be diversified, and to be bought into more than one token is not a bad thing. And if you're not over leveraged and you play in the long game, I lose zero sleep at night. I really do. I've got some target prices. We used to play the game right where we were going for every 2% up and down swing and trying to build bags, and it was very stressful. Not so much anymore. I don't do that. I've got my bags where I wanted them to be, waiting for that sell price. And if it's next week, awesome. If it's, I don't know, it seems like that the light at the end of the tunnel is getting further away. But if it's in a few years down the road, so be it. So I would just caution people, into getting overextended and over leveraged. And, you know, I saw some people that were out there, some guys I really, really respect, you know, they said, well, I didn't realize I could start with so little. Yeah, you don't have to put a second mortgage on your house to start playing this game. You're going to do it with $20. Yeah, like Greg. Don't do what Greg did. You can start with $20 and play that. It just takes longer to get to maybe what your bag goals are. But whatever that is for you, don't get over leveraged. I mean, we can't say it enough, but I hope that none of you guys that are watching are in that spot. If you are, I mean, you do with it what you got to do. Sometimes people have to sell. That happens. If you don't, I haven't lost any faith in where this is going to end up. It's just that nobody knows what date that's going to happen on. So if we did, trust me, I might put a second mortgage.
The 8th of November.
That's on fire.
He's on fire and gave us a subscription or whatever that is for red candles.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know.
Red candles.
I think that's a tip. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah.
But appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt. You know, the most frustrating part for me about this whole thing is, well, first of all, I feel like every time I see red candles, what goes through my head is, well, we've been here before. We're going to see it again. We'll get through it again. Mm-hmm. So, but the thing that's frustrating is I have all of my wallets set up to send me alerts.
Me too.
and mine are at 5% increments, whether it goes up or down within 5%. And I just keep getting these down 5%, down 5 more percent. And I'm just like, son of a gun, you know? I mean, Solana is at like 135. I cannot believe it's that low because I think it was 5 days ago, is at 175. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, oh, damn.
Hey, on the bright side, CryptoBros NFTs have never been cheaper. There's still 1.5 Avalanche. So
there we go.
You know, I haven't done a whole lot on Avalanche. And so I decided, you know what, let me start buying some because I feel like that wouldn't be a bad giveaway to give people away Avalanche to buy our NFTs. Yeah. That's, you know, I might as well support our own instead of keeping, you know, giving soul away. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do Avalanche. I bought some, and I think at the time it was like $25 an Avalanche or a token, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
And it immediately dropped. And I'm like, I could have got so much more with this money that I put in there if I had have just waited. But I just didn't think about it. I was like, it looks pretty steady. This is good.
Yeah.
It was waiting for you. That's all.
Buy high, sell low.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you're supposed to play it?
With prices the way they are, though, it does make me more excited for things like buying Avalanche or buying Sol or BNB. I don't think BNB is down that much, but
Rudy said
500,
it's below 500.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Out to 500.
Oh, I didn't even see her comment. But yeah, like these are the times where I'm like, okay, I'm going to stack up on my main coins to what, you know, so I can buy other things with that when it goes up. So I find these times kind of great, but that's just me. Like, don't, you don't relish in other people's pain. You don't mean it like that. I know what you're saying. Cause I'm in the same boat. I got some of my other bags through the last downturn where I wanted them to be. So now I see that I'm with you. I'm thinking, maybe this is where I stock up on Sol. Maybe this is where I stock up on Avalanche and become even more diversified. So yeah,
it's like going into Kohl's and everything's on clearance.
Kohl's
I don't want to talk about Kohl's math.
I've only been in there twice.
Oh, yes. Kohl's is like everywhere. I feel like
it's from the devil. I think.
Wow.
I swear, I always go and I get crap. And then I get a bunch of Kohl's cash that expires because I don't go back. Mm-hmm. You guys remember when they used to allow you? Somebody's at somebody's door. I just heard a doorbell.
They're on mine. I muted my mic.
Oh. Do you remember when they let you use Kohl's cash even though it was expired? That was like the best. And then they took it away.
No, there's nothing good about Kohl's. It is, hey, this shoe is $100, but it's 50% off.
Not sponsored by Kohl's. No.
The math is not good. Like It's almost, I saw this cartoon one time that it makes complete sense with Cole's math. It is, here's this shoe. It is $100. It's 50% off. Okay. And no one buys it. Here's this exact same shoe, but it is $200, but it's 80% off and everybody buys it because I think they're getting that good of a deal. And I swear that's what Kohl's does. I've seen the receipts. I hate going in that store.
It was one of the big stores. Maybe it was J.C. Penney's. They actually got in trouble for that. Like got in a lot of trouble for it and got fined like all kinds of money. And the thing is, I should have went back to the customers, not to like who, you know, I think it's the government that actually find them and then they get money from our like, I don't know. I just, I think that's to do, but I know what you're saying. Oh, Hannah's here.
Speaking of Hannah, I got to interview her.
Freaking excited. I have been so excited about this. And pretty butthurt that I have not gotten a sneak peek.
You're about to.
Wow.
The only person that's, you know, that was my goal, was to make Holly butthurt. But the only person that's actually seen it is Hannah, because I sent her the little video that we're getting ready to watch as the sneak peek so that she kind of had a heads up how it turned out. But it was a great conversation. You guys just want to go ahead and watch that now?
Let's watch it.
You ready for the little preview of the first episode of Candid Conversations?
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm right now in Portugal.
I'm going to guess that you are a lot more intelligent person than I am, so I'm going to give you that credit up front.
Thank you. But I think it's too much, but okay.
But you and I have had some banger moments at the poker table.
Yes, we are.
So I'd like to start this conversation out talking a little bit of poker.
I'm better online then because I'm like very showing everything on my face. Aces.
It's always aces.
It's always aces.
Always. The promotion ended the day before that happened.
Oh, no. And I have some problems to play with you because I think a little bit have similar strategy to playing. And for me, it's like I'm playing with me when I'm playing with you. It's difficult playing poker, and then when I'm very, very old lady, like go to play slot machines when these cars having races with Chris, and play some slot machine and maybe play some poker.
Yes, and then go home and complain about how busy and tiring your day was.
Yeah, this is the plan.
Exactly. You are a legend of the poker table. I don't care what anybody says. And someday we need to figure out how to go heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's your preview.
I am so excited to see all of that, to figure out what you're talking about with the cars.
Oh, so fun.
Like she's so dang cute. I just love Hannah. I love her, and I'm so excited to see the whole thing.
She is a blast. So we started out, and you guys know this, right? When we have guests on the podcast, everyone starts out a little nervous, especially if you've never done it before, but just a little nervous. But by the end of it, I could just tell that she was comfortable and we had a blast. I think the whole interview is roughly 50 minutes. So it'll come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. So that would be 11 Eastern. But I'm excited for you guys to get to see it. And it was fun. It was a blast. Chris peeks in a couple little times. Had to help us with a few things here and there, but all in all, it was a blast. And after filming the first one, we had this idea, and then to like get it to like create it and then actually do it, I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to turn out. If the first one's an indication, I think everybody's going to really, really like it. So I'm excited for you guys to get to see the whole thing tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. And got a couple guests already lined up. I think I actually have 5 people in line to
Holy
do interviews. So I got one coming up this Thursday. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
Surprise.
Let's just say that you know who it is, but I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. But it's going to be a blast, I promise you. And we're going to cover many, many topics. Like Hannah and I talked poker. That's what we talked about was poker, and it was a blast. We got some wrestling talk coming up. We've got some more serious topics like human trafficking that we're going to discuss. We've got an author that we're going to have on that wrote a book that I've just got and haven't read it yet, but I've kind of browsed through it. It's pretty good book. And I'll kind of, as we go, I'll probably push out there and let you guys know. We'll have one this week. We'll have one next week. We may not have one every week, but it's going to be awesome. It really is. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Matt wants to know if Mike D is going to be on there.
I don't know if Mike D is going to be on because Mike D hasn't been doxxed yet. So that's why his name is Mike D.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do an interview if you haven't been doxxed yet, but maybe someday we'll talk him into it.
We need to talk him into it because he is a very, very intelligent man.
Oh,
and he knows a lot of shit, like weird shit, but he knows it. And I look it up because I'm like, he's lying, right? So I look it up, and sure as shit, I'm like, how do you know this? Why do you know this? But yes,
that's awesome.
He would be a good one, actually.
Oh, I know he would be. I'm just in the position where when, we've sent some invites out to people in the last 100 episodes to see if they can come on, and not everybody's comfortable with it, and not everybody wants to be doxxed.
Yeah.
There's been some really, really good people that we've met through X and through this whole journey that I know would have smashed an interview on this podcast, but they just weren't into it. They just weren't, they still support, they still watch, they just weren't into it. So maybe someday. We just don't high pressure anybody to get them on here. But
yeah.
So we have some giveaways that we're pretty excited about today too, right? So during HOLLITIVITY, in case you were wondering where the giveaways are, since that was part of the title of this podcast, we are going to give away our CryptoBROS NFT of another one of HOLLITIVITY. The following week we'll do one with CryPTIC Corner, and with Caleb's Choice, and the following week after that we'll do one with CryPTIC Corner. So we'll give it away 6 of them total, and we've got some other things periodically planned to do some giveaways. But I would like to spend this time to say thank you to those that bought some NFTs, because like we said last week, we didn't know if the community was going to be. This is something they even wanted to do. So there will be a giveaway at the end of August. For anybody that holds an NFT, even if you didn't buy it, you just won it, you have a chance to win the money that was made off the other ones that were being sold. So I'm super excited about it. Greg, he's got last week's NFTs uploaded. So like we said, there'll be more NFTs each week now because he got caught up. But one thing we did decide not to do, just so everyone knows, is we haven't put the episode NFTs out yet because we wanted to see, it's a lot of work for Greg, and we wanted to see if they were going to sell. So right now there's a big supply, and if the demand comes up, then great. If it doesn't, then if it comes up and we need more, we have 101 that we can put more out there. But if it doesn't, then it'll just be what it is. So I see you guys laughing.
Time out.
Yeah.
What do you mean the episode NFTs? I'm confused.
So we have HOLLITIVITY NFTs, Caleb's Choice NFTs, and CryPTIC Corner NFTs.
Full-blown episode.
The full episode
Yeah,
NFTs.
the full.
So they're not linked because I've been telling everybody.
No, they're linked to that episode.
Well,
But if there's
go
ahead.
ahead.
Just a segment.
No, Seven went through and he found the Be a Good Dick.
Yeah.
And he watched it because he said, if you're gonna be a dick, be a good dick.
Yeah.
He watched that episode, or at least that HOLLITIVITY. So yeah.
And that's one of the things too about doing it that way. There are some where personally I think the art is better on other ones, but some of the subject matters are funnier, if that makes sense. So it's just kind of a mix. But all in all, too, don't forget the whole reason we're doing it is so we can continue to give back to the community.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, what did we call it last week? Support and earn. And that's all it is. So if you're interested, that link is on our X page. It's also on our YouTube page. So if you want to go straight to the source, you can just go to either one of those, click on the link, and it'll take you right to OpenSeas. Do you have anything else to add on that, Greg?
Rudy got the moon landing, so there you go,
awesome.
Rudy. And thanks, Matt. Matt, we love you. But I mean, don't feel
you don't have to keep you don't have to keep saying that stuff. You make us blush a little bit when you do that. So, well, at least Greg. Dale doesn't know how to blush. He doesn't get embarrassed.
That Matt guy wouldn't let me send him his winnings. He said, just keep it and give it away to somebody else.
Really?
There's a lot of that going on, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there that, we could take for granted the fact that we won $25 or something like that, right? Like, because we've been blessed. It's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. But there are people out there that really could use that $25.
Oh, I know.
So when people pay it forward like that, I think that's pretty awesome.
I do too. That's my favorite thing to do.
But but by all means, do with it what you want. We want to kind of just get people. There's too much stress going on out there. People are stressing out about a bunch of stuff, and a lot of it rightfully so. I get it, but it's time that we kind of take back control and we just be kind to one another, as Holly's sign says, and just keep pushing forward and helping one another. And there's a lot of people that we've met though that feel the same way, and I think that's why we have such a bond with a lot of people that are watching this. So,
yeah. Hey, and with the NFTs, we already have stuff to give away. So at the end of the month. So we got some volume on there.
Yeah, we got some volume. I think we ended up selling 6 so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah,
5 or 6 of them.
So we've got stuff to give away. We got AVAX to give away.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and Greg's come up with a pretty cool wheel, and so the way it'll go down is it will spin the segment, whether it's HOLLITIVITY, Cryptic Corner, or Caleb's Choice. It'll land on that. And then it'll spin the other wheel, which is which number of that segment. And that's how it's going to decide who wins. So
there will be a winner.
Yeah, there will be a winner. And we'll do that the last podcast of the month, of each month, as long as there's volume. If nothing were to sell in September, then we wouldn't have a giveaway. But if it does, we're going to continue to do this over and over and over again. So,
it only spins what has been bought, all the numbers that have been bought.
Right. So, that's a good point. If HOLLITIVITY 10 hasn't sold, that's not what the wheel can't land on that one. No, it won't be on the wheel. So someone will win. And we won't necessarily even know who it is. All we're going to be able to do was just send it to that wallet address. The only way we might know.
Actually.
Me too. The only way we could know is if it was linked to, you can have like an OpenSea account and then people put their nickname on there. And if you know who the nickname is, then you might know who it is. But we're not paying attention to any of that stuff.
No,
there's 1 or 2 that I have no idea who bought them. It's just they didn't say anything, and it's cool. I mean, that's awesome. So, we didn't start off this way. We have a few minutes before we really need to move forward. How was everybody's week? Was it chaotic? Was it good? Well, I know you were a little under the weather. You seem to be doing okay now.
Yeah. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold. I thought I was because I was super congested, and then I woke up the next day and I was fine, but I'm exhausted. Like the exhaustion is really bad, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I've made sure, drinking water, eating good food, like trying to figure out what is happening. But even just to get ready today was a process. It took me a lot longer than it usually does, but it's just because I had to take a break. Like blow drying my hair, I felt like my arms were like jello. I couldn't lift my arms that long. It was crazy. It's really, really weird. And
like that summer flu.
The last 2 days, I get sick. I get really sick once every summer. It never fails. And I have not gotten that really bad sick yet. So I'm kind of like, here it comes. Be prepared.
That is true. Last year you got really sick during the summer. You actually missed the podcast. You were so sick. I forgot about that. See, mine is around Thanksgiving. For whatever reason, if I'm going to get sick, it's around Thanksgiving every year. I don't know why.
Oh, yep, 7. The new nanobot strand of COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Like, I don't take COVID tests.
Later.
I hate my nose. And if I have it, I have it. Because if I'm sick, I just stay home. I know I need to just stay home. And so I just don't really take COVID tests. But this time around, I've had COVID so many times now that I don't think this is it. I don't, this is something that I've never experienced before, the exhaustion. So, I don't know.
Did the aliens pick you up?
Huh?
Were you abducted by aliens?
No. Ooh, that wasn't a COVID test.
Yeah. I was
wrong orifice.
Yeah.
Been there, Holly. Been there.
Have you, Greg?
So my bird is a fan of Cardi B. Kevin likes Cardi B.
Okay.
I was, just listening to music, and it was on random or whatever, and Cardi B's song "Up" came on. I don't know if you guys know. It's like when it's up and it's up and it's up and it's something.
Oh, I have heard it.
What's that talking about?
I'm not going to go there.
When it's up.
But he started like fluffing out his feathers and walking around, bobbing his head.
He's feeling it.
He loves it. And then a new song came on and he just sat there like, what the heck? So I then put it back on. Same thing. He likes Cardi B.
You should video that.
I'm going to.
Make a short out of it.
I'm going to do that, yeah.
It is. My dog actually loves the song Cult of Personality. I don't know why, but every time that song comes on, she just kind of gets excited.
Personality.
There you go. I was going to hum it or something, but YouTube strikes and all that sort of stuff. And
that's CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk.
That's what happens when Greg sings.
I was just making statements.
Shut down.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. So Caleb, Greg, and I got together yesterday. And we actually watched SummerSlam. That was a good time. Had good food.
Matt's house.
Yeah, Matt's house. It was a lot of fun. And I don't know how many people we have out there that are into that sort of thing. But one of our next Candid Conversations is going to have somebody that's been big time involved in that area of expertise. So
why wasn't I invited?
Because you live in Arizona and you're sick, and we don't want your mutant COVID.
Excuses.
Oh,
mutant
Josh said he invited you.
I said that to protect Greg from himself.
Mm-hmm.
You can come to the next one.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys would tell me like a week in advance, I could.
They're gonna be like my sister and give you 15 minutes notice.
Yeah. Put it on the CryptoBROS calendar.
No, work for me.
Yeah,
I can't 15 minutes.
We'll get a CryptoBROS Google calendar.
Get get your notification.
Cool.
There you go. Then seriously, because I could fly out there. I would.
Okay.
I've been out there in forever.
I'll try to remember to add it.
It's been too long.
I
love it out there.
Well,
you need to come visit.
I do.
That was our highlight of like our reminiscing was when you came and visited.
True.
You came to the studio.
It was fun. Cold but fun. Don't come in December.
Oh, cold. Bring on the cold.
Yeah, it's better than it is now.
Figure out a good time. But like September's good weather, isn't it there?
We're
Yes.
gonna have s'mores and everything.
Perfect.
S'mores.
S'mores.
Oh,
S'more season.
Yes.
It's finally going to be s'more season.
I would say it's September s'more season, but it's always s'more season in Caleb's world.
Season. Yes.
It's his rules, his choice, remember?
That's true.
He can make up whatever he wants. Well, speaking of SummerSlam and speaking of that sort of thing, I think we should just go into HOLLITIVITY. It might have a weird little tie-in.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep. All right. So for today's HOLLITIVITY, it's not anybody we know, but we know.
Well, and he also, this person follows you.
This person does. Actually, they follow you too.
Yeah, they follow our channel.
Uh-huh.
So that was one of those, every once in a while you get that weird person that follows you on X and you're like, yeah, like it just makes you feel good. This is one of those guys. You ready for his tweet?
Yep. So I am highlighting John Cena. The other day he tweeted out, there will be things today that will go your way and things that don't. Appreciate them both. Learn from them both. Let neither weigh you down too much.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're not following John Cena, I suggest you do. It's because he always puts out the best freaking tweets. And it's always like, it just seems like every single day I read his tweet, I'm like, gosh, you must know that I needed that today. And I appreciate him all the time. And yeah, he may not even realize he follows us, and that's okay, because I feel like he still should be highlighted. And I love his little tweets. So
I think a lot of people feel that same way about you, Holly, and your tweets that come out. Like they needed it that day, because I see that a lot from people.
Those are my favorite, because little do they know, or actually some people may know, I put out my tweets in the morning based off of how I wake up and what I need for myself. And and it just so happens that it kind of resonates with multiple people, and you just kind of like, well, they must be feeling that way too.
Lunar cycle.
Yeah. There you
all
go.
has to do with the moon.
That's what it was.
Your moon water.
Yes.
That just made me think of something. Remember one podcast ago, well, several podcasts ago, we were talking about the Zach Discord and how it was so hard to get in?
Yeah.
Mine was, what phase of the moon is this? And it was like, it showed something and I had no freaking idea what phase of the moon it was. And I got like booted out, and then finally he like do the picture thing. Yes.
I wouldn't have had a clue.
Yeah,
the blue corn moon phase?
Like, what the hell?
Like Pocahontas?
It was some phase. I still to this day don't know what phase it was because I answered too many times wrong.
So I guess there's a lot of scammers that get in these Discords. Is that why there's got the security things on there? Okay. I don't know. Scammers are the scum of the earth. I can't stand scammers, but
she blocked you, according to Meg.
Rudy blocked me.
Maybe.
Like Gandalf style.
It wasn't the full moon. It was like a little sliver either on the right or left side. I don't even know. It was.
I don't know any of that stuff either. I probably would have just X'd it out and just not joined. I finally got mine to work.
Kicked out, and it said you've tried too many times. And so when I went back, then I got the letters that you don't know. That you can't.
The CAPTCHA. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can't read them.
Sometimes. They're really
I'm not blind either. I'm just old. So I can't read them.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
I can't comment.
You want some special music?
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
Giveaway time is my favorite.
Of course, it's your favorite,
My
Holly.
favorite.
So we're actually going to do things different because we didn't have Family Feud, and I feel like I need to say this to you guys.
Shark?
It is not Shark.
Oh, okay.
The giveaways going forward are going to be brand new questions, so that anybody could have a chance instead of trying to get the number one answer from what we did on Friday. So.
And what's the prize for today?
So the prize for today, if you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you, is a golden ticket from Interlink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing about these golden tickets is if you hold it, well, you just hold it, and come December, they're going to do a $500 giveaway. And if you have a ticket, you are entered to win.
$500 in B&B, I believe.
Yeah, in B&B. Yeah,
you can spend it on whatever you want, or you cash it out. It doesn't hurt anybody's project. So, but $500 come December, and they've been generous enough to give us several of these to give out until that time frame. So this won't be the last time, but we'll definitely going to give one out today. So good luck.
Yes, good luck. So I'm going to read a random question that I've picked. I haven't even read it. And the number one answer, whoever gets the number one answer first, and this is going to be based off of what we see on our side.
It has to be.
There was a lot of issues last time with what was on live compared to what we saw. So I'm going to go based off what I see on my screen. There is a little bit of a delay compared to when it's live. So
yeah, we don't know the answers either. So Holly, you're going to have to go through the comments.
Figuring out what the number one answer is.
Okay.
All right. So first question is, name something on your body that you have more than 2 of.
Name something on your body that you have more than 2 of.
Yes. More than 2 of.
Oh, you think we should?
Fingers.
Yep, Matt got it.
Boom.
Oh.
Matt got it with fingers / fingernails.
That was super easy.
That was a lot faster.
Balls. I was thinking that, Rudy.
More than 2?
You got more than 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
Trifecta.
okay.
Trifecta.
Who has more than 2 balls?
Apparently, Greg.
He's special.
Shauna keeps the
That
third
explains
one
a
in
lot,
jar
Greg.
somewhere.
That does explain a lot. Let's see. The other ones, number 2 was toes. Number 3 was hair.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hairs. Yeah, individual,
Hair.
I guess. Teeth. Oh, moles. And tattoos.
I don't have
Cats.
Good old tattoos.
Good old tattoos. So, Matt, you have won a golden ticket. You got a golden ticket. We need to make one of those.
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Actually, Holly, I found out about the golden ticket too late yesterday because I had actually had plans in my life yesterday.
Oh.
And so I didn't have time. I was going to make something for it, but I just didn't have time to do it. So
You had plans and didn't invite Holly?
Well, I invited her the day after.
Bullshit.
Doesn't that count?
The day after. Perfect.
She's a time traveler, isn't she? No?
Wow.
I wish I
Ooh,
was.
yeah. You're
I
right.
know.
Maybe she is.
So you got another question, or are
One
we?
more question, and this is going to be for Solana. We're going to go with some soul to the number 1 answer. So, Matt, you can't win this one, too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, no. I was using super glue, and now my fingers stuck to my what? Oh, God.
Yeah, what?
Is this a late night edition?
No, this is not a late night edition. Oh,
No.
Nose?
Nose, surprisingly, is not even on here.
Huh.
Wow.
Those are first 2 guesses.
Huh.
Oh, no.
Lips?
Lip.
Hair, Rudy is
Hair.
number 3. Lips is surprisingly not on here.
Should it be a late night edition?
Super right. That was easy. I should have made it late night.
Pee-pee.
Matt can't win. Matt.
Matt can't win it.
Matt.
Oh,
Pee-pee.
Lord.
Another
And
finger?
Fingers is number 2. Plate is not on there. Well, I guess table / countertop. I don't know. We still have not.
Face?
Oh, Rudy got it. Rudy got it with eyes.
Eyes.
Face
Dang.
/ eye.
Eyes?
Matt,
That would suck.
Matt originally got it because it's either
Oh,
your,
yeah.
your eyes. And so
Who's
that's why I was like,
Sorry, Beardo.
Who's getting like super glue in their fingers and then putting it in their eye? Like
how do you get close enough to your eye? I know I don't.
I kind of feel like if that happens to you, you deserve it.
I mean,
don't
there's
know,
only
just
2
throwing that out there.
scenarios I can think of.
All right. So, Rudy, I will be reaching out to you to get your Solana address. And Matt, we will get your OX and send it over to Trucker, right?
Yep. I'll get a hold of Matt.
Holly,
Okay.
Rudy said she wants to pay it forward.
Oh.
Do you see that?
Well, hell.
Well,
Do you want to go to the next one? Or
if she wants to pay it forward, then Beardo
Who won
has
after who?
Beardo had it coming after.
Bearded.
Bearded had it out right after she said?
Well,
eyes?
Meg did. Meg had face. You said it was eyes or face.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
So it would have been
Oh,
Meg.
Meg.
yeah, Meg.
Yeah,
Rudy
Meg.
said
Not bad.
eyes.
So Meg and Matt, you guys won. And Meg, you guys, he won last week and I haven't paid him.
Oh,
I
we're
did
screwed.
that dawned on me.
Holly,
I don't know what. Sorry, Meg.
you shouldn't have said that out loud.
So, Meg, send me your Solana address, please, Meg, and I will send you Zach and Solana.
And Meg, you make sure and let us know if she did.
I can't believe I'm telling you, last week was really rough. So that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Fair.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
Well, we have one more giveaway to give into your segment today, and it's for the HOLLITIVITY NFT. So I'm going to play the little soundbite, and then we'll give it away, okay?
It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time.
Giveaway time is my favorite.
I love the ending of that.
It
Giveaway
gets
time
me.
is
I-
my
like,
favorite.
I sound like I'm 12.
I like
You do,
the,
kind of.
It's
Yeah.
giveaway time.
So this
Yeah.
week, we're giving away a HOLLITIVITY
Thanks,
NFT.
Nathan.
And we are
Nathan.
doing so with a question. And it has to do about HOLLITIVITY. So each week, Holly, most weeks, Holly spotlights someone's tweet. And she's done it. How many times, Greg? You did the NFTs. How many numbers for her?
For whose?
Mine.
HOLLITIVITY.
Oh,
A
total.
lot.
There was-
60-ish.
I was gonna say 65, I think.
Okay, so out of
Last week.
65 times, there is one person that has been highlighted more than any other person. Name that person.
Ooh.
One person has been highlighted more than any other person. Name that person for the HOLLITIVITY NFT. And this is a good one.
Yeah.
And we just
Nick won.
recently found this
What
out.
the heck?
Whoa!
Yeah,
Right?
Nick won.
Okay.
Wow, that was quick.
HOLLITIVITY.
I thought it might take a little while.
I did
Wait,
too.
oh, my
No,
God.
it is whiskey. And because actually
Oh, shit.
wasn't
Freaking
wasn't it her tweet that
Yes.
we sold
Yeah.
the NFT of?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was Benji that said it. Whiskey actually retweeted it.
Mhm.
And then so I used that. But yeah, it was originally whiskey.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. Meg, that actually doesn't surprise me that Meg won that.
No, it wouldn't have taken somebody that's been around for a long time to probably realize that, because I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you've highlighted one of hers in a few months anyways. So
It's been a while.
Has
Yeah.
it been a while?
Those were earlier.
Yeah. So for all of you guys watching, we had a little conversation before the podcast, and I didn't even know who it was that I highlighted more than anybody else, and I just found out it was whiskey. But I usually go to whiskey when I'm feeling in a mood, in like a playful, little sassy mood. That's when I'm like, I need to go find Whiskey's tweets, because she always has those sassy ones. So
Sassy Holly needs some whiskey.
Sassy Holly needs some whiskey. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. So
All right. Well, then we will move on to Caleb's choice. Congratulations to the winners.
yes.
Yes.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice. His rules.
All right. Question number 1. In an land animal battle royal, who's your winner? What animal are you picking?
A T-Rex.
I was gonna say, does it have to be? still
Yes, it has to be
alive?
real.
Wait, it is. It's in the Congo somewhere.
A
That's
raptor.
it.
A raptor can beat. Those little guys can beat
Matt.
T-Rexes.
Matthew,
Blue.
we love you.
Matt.
We're gonna have to ban him from doing that.
Right.
We're gonna have to give him his own segment.
On a serious note, does it need to be alive? Like
Let's
real?
say
Yeah.
it's not
I'd say-
extinct.
Okay.
Yeah, something still on the earth.
I was thinking T-Rex, Holly, by the way.
Hmm. Yeah, Jurassic Park is like, I love that movie.
Who do you have winning, Caleb?
Yeah.
I'll say giraffe. I know it won't win, but that's my favorite animal is a giraffe.
You're killing your giraffe. Your giraffe is
Hey,
gone.
They can kick a head off a lion.
Yeah, they can
Yeah,
kick like a
impressive.
mother.
You know what?
Honey
There's some
badger.
videos out there.
Matt, honey badger. It doesn't
Honey
give a
badger.
shit.
Yeah, it doesn't give a shit. Oh
Yeah,
my
but that's
God.
going to be its downfall. It's going to pick a fight with something it can't beat.
Yeah, but when a snake bites him, he takes a nap and wakes back up.
I'm gonna
What if an elephant steps on him? He ain't waking back up from that.
a koala.
There you go, koala.
Oh,
I think I'm going hippo.
dude.
They are fast.
That's
they
what
can
I was gonna say.
They can crush things with their mouth.
Dude.
I think I'm going hippo.
I think I'm gonna go with a cheetah or like a leopard.
Leopard's bad,
Well,
Mhm.
I
Cheetah's
stole
fast.
mine.
I stole yours.
Hippos, they're mean.
They're mean as
They're territorial. They will
They'll
kill
spray
you.
poo all
Jack
over
you
you
up.
with their little tail that goes.
They're not. Yeah, they may, some people think they're cute, but they're
Oh
like
my
one of
gosh.
the #1 killers, I think.
Yeah, have you seen them
People-
chase boats?
Have,
Yeah.
you,
If I
They're
was in that
fast in the
boat,
water.
Wow.
have you guys seen them as little babies though? Oh,
yeah, they grow up to be monsters.
Then they
not
kill you.
mine.
Yeah.
Not my hippo. My
Not
hippo
your-
is nice.
No, I wouldn't. You might be the one person I know that would invite your hippo inside, but
Oh
not
my
me.
gosh, I would.
They
Oh, I
smell
like
them.
Pluto's answer. Humans for the W.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna have
Only
to
if they
say
get a
moose.
gun.
A moose.
Yeah.
They're
Ooh,
big.
moose.
Ew,
They
yeah.
are big.
They're mean too.
People don't understand how big they are until they come across them in real life. Those
I
things
seen
are
one in person.
Oh,
big.
yeah. I've
It was
seen-
bigger than I would have ever guessed.
I
Yeah.
know. I think I'm going with a leopard for me.
Leopard.
Hmm.
How do we decide who wins, Caleb?
Yeah. Now,
Do we all have to get one and then put them
Yeah,
in
we
a
have to
cage?
buy one.
so Meg just
Kombat.
asked, Meg just asked, did you see the baby hippo bath I sent you, Holly? And yes, that's what made me realize I really want a hippo in my life as a baby.
Isn't there a Christmas song about that?
Oh my.
I
Want a
Want a
hippopotamus
hippopotamus
for Christmas.
or
Yeah.
It's my goal to make one of you sing every podcast. Check
only
off this week.
hippopotamus will do.
Okay, Greg, that's enough.
Wow.
Jeez. Shut
I
up.
love you, Greg.
I'm with
I love you too.
heck yes.
All right. My second one's easy.
Hmm.
Are you a morning shower person or an evening shower person? Take one in the night or in the morning.
Evening.
Does everyone here shower daily?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just making sure.
Most-
Because we
most
figured
days.
out lazy people don't necessarily shower every day.
Yes, we did find that out though.
Evening.
Shit. I think
Or the both. You do
I
both?
prefer
Nope.
both because I like to wake up in the morning and that's what helps
That's
me
fine.
get up and going is the shower.
Yeah.
But then I like
Here.
I'm really weird about going to bed with like dirty feet or something. And
That's
so
where I'm at.
I
I got to go to bed clean.
yeah. Like we're the type of people that literally washes our sheets probably 2 or 3 times a week. Not even kidding. Just because we have
Wow.
well, we have cats that sleep with us that like to go roll around in the dirt. And then they come in and decide, oh, let me get in these covers.
Let me clean the dirt off of me with Holly's sheets.
Yeah. So we
No, but you
True.
can just tell when your sheets are dirty, right? There's just times where like maybe it's once a week, but then there's another times where it's like just time to get new sheets. And there's nothing better in the world than laying down on
oh,
new clean
that
sheets.
is magical.
Yeah.
It really is magical to get into bed with clean sheets.
It really, really is.
And then the smell. Oh, now
What
I
about when your hubby
You have
washes
to wash
your
your
feet?
sheets.
can you guys tell I'm ready to go back to bed?
There's a nap in my future, I promise
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
Nap
too.
at Holly's.
I don't nap, you guys. That's what really is
you.
like.
That's probably why you get sick more than me. You need naps in your life, Holly.
Probably.
I'm a night shower for sure. I can't go to bed dirty. That's just no.
Yep.
And sometimes both. It depends. But
Have your
Yeah.
hubby wash your feet. I don't think that's in the cards, Meg. Like he's not a. I
Oh,
don't.
Mike D.
I mean, he would if I like had some injury, or else he'd be like go wash your feet yourself. Like, what do you mean you want? So
Yeah.
This job doesn't pay enough for me to wash your feet.
yeah.
His job.
All
Did
right,
everybody get a
mine's,
chance to answer?
yeah, I think so. Last one. It's Olympic season.
Is
The
it,
US
Caleb?
It is.
All right.
The U.S. has never medaled in 5 Summer Olympic events. Can you guess what 5 they are? And it has actually changed now to 4, but
Which sucks because that was the only one I would have guessed right.
yeah.
Oh, gymnastics. No, the men's gymnastics, isn't it? Or is
Well,
that?
this is just, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, is this a men or women's answer or just
It's
in
just
general?
the U.S. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Pole vaulting.
Volleyball?
Fencing.
What's that?
Fencing.
No,
Oh, that's a good guess though.
that is
Volleyball?
no.
No, I know they have because Chase Buddingard
Yeah.
last 4 years ago.
Hmm.
I'll tell you the one that they just got a medal in this year was table tennis.
They had never
Ping
medaled.
pong this first time.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah.
I just watched table tennis for the first time ever in like Olympics, or I don't know if I've ever actually just sat and watched table tennis. However, why are the tables this big? And why does it look like when they're going to like serve, they're hitting it off their chest or off their face? Are they
Yeah.
actually doing that, or are they hitting it off the paddle? I could not tell.
They're freaky quick.
I don't know. I haven't watched any of it.
Craziest thing. It's weird.
Are the tables smaller?
Yes, they're like this big.
It looks like it. I don't know if they are or not. But
No,
look
they
smaller.
are. I'm 100% sure that they are smaller by a lot.
Matt got one of them.
Well, disc golf?
Badminton,
Badminton.
that's a
Oh.
thing.
Really?
What about discus?
I'm gonna go with breakdancing.
No,
Breakdance.
close.
Breakdancing is an actual
Yeah.
Are
competition.
you serious?
Swear
It
to you.
is. Yeah.
I think
There's
it's this
so many
year,
weird ones.
first year that they did that, but yeah, breakdancing.
So badminton was one of them.
Badminton was one of them.
Badminton.
That's a weird Olympic sport.
And Matt might be right on this next one too.
What about shooting?
No.
The ribbon one?
Oh,
Well,
where
it's Rhythmic gymnastics. Is that the ribbon?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ribbon.
Yeah.
Synchronized
What?
swimming?
There's what kind of gymnastics?
Rhythmic. Where They
synchronized.
dance and with the ball and the ribbon. And
Yeah, I don't even know. I feel like you guys are making stuff up just to make me.
so we got 2
look
more.
stupid.
I read that too, Meg. So they're gonna do esports in 2025
Yeah.
or 2028. They're gonna introduce esport games into the
Wow.
Olympics. Yeah,
Sweet.
crazy.
Mm.
So we got 2 more. One has the ball and one doesn't.
Tennis.
No.
Mm-mm. Serena.
Soccer?
Serena.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Like-
I guess we've won medals in soccer before.
yeah, we
Yeah.
have soccer. We have.
Is it some stupid kind of ball?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Stupid kind of ball. Pickleball.
Like cricket or something?
You have to use your hand.
Handball?
Yeah.
Rugby.
Handball.
Oh,
I don't even know what handball is.
I don't either.
What's the other one without the ball?
Yeah. There's a lot of springs.
springs?
Like,
Diving.
What?
Trampoline.
Trampoline. Yep.
Oh,
wait, trampoline is an Olympic
I just
sport?
found-
I didn't
Yeah.
know that either.
What
I'm
the?
not big on the Olympics. So
Yeah,
I don't
go
know.
to Peacock. You
Wow.
can watch them all. I'm all about the Olympics, you guys. I know it's not, people are open on, well, I'm not watching the Olympics. However, I am watching the Olympics and I'm watching it every single day during prime time because it's about the freaking athletes. They're the best in the world, okay? They're
At
the
trampoline?
best in-
I couldn't do
about
it.
Anything.
I guess
Well,
not, but it's
that
like
makes
there's
a lot of
some
sense.
things that I just don't care about, which is I know the Olympics aren't just catered to Josh. I get that. But that's just super weird to me that like some of these sports I didn't even know were sports. Like, that's
Yeah.
just odd. I don't know. But you know, even
It's
like that,
culture is what it is.
well, even the ones that are like popular, like what's it called when you jump up on the bar and then you spin around and jump to another bar and spin around and do flippity flip stuff?
Pole
Diamond
dancing.
bars.
Pole dancing.
Yeah, the uneven bars. Who was the first person that walked up to 2 bars and went, I'm going to do flippity flips on these things? And I'm like, how did this even become a sport?
Probably me.
Holly,
No, that's something I would do. I was doing that when I was little. I
just
flip.
Those sort of things are just a little bit weird to me. Like, and I understand basketball, baseball, that's the same way. Like, who decided we were going to hit this ball, and if it went over this fence, it counted as a point, and throw a round bouncy ball into some peach basket or whatever, and turns into. But some of these sports, I'm thinking, how did this even become a thing? I don't know. I'm old.
Spinning flippy spready. That's what I was thinking, Matt. Thank you, Aussie man. I was thinking.
All right, Holly's question.
Mine is easy because I feel like I already know your answers. Are you a better talker or are you a better listener?
You want to give us our answers?
Yeah, you tell us.
Caleb is 100% listener.
Woo!
100% without a doubt.
Yeah.
Greg, I would say I'm 75% sure he's a listener. Josh is a talker, and I am a talker.
There you go.
There we go. We got variety.
We work well together.
I would agree. That's probably true.
You know, with me though, I think it just depends on who it is. I'm just, there's some people where I just will listen to you because I don't have advice to give you or anything. And so I'll just be your listener if you need to. But then on some people, I could talk your damn ear off. So.
I think for me, Holly, and this goes a little bit even towards Caleb, it depends on how comfortable I am with you.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know you, I'm way more of a listener. Like, I'm the guy that will kind of hang back and just pay attention to what's going on in the room for like the first hour before I'll actually kind of open up to people.
Yeah.
So for me, it has a lot to do with who we're interacting with. And that's kind of where, I'll be honest with you, I'll throw this out there to you. You guys may not even know this. When we first went live, it made this way harder for me. Because before, I was just talking to you guys. Right. I know other people are watching it, but I was just talking to you guys. And so I have to, from time to time, not even look at the comments because then it makes me kick into the listener mode and we can't just sit here with silence for an hour. That would be kind of weird. So
we should try that on a meditation.
The next time.
I'm telling you, there are a lot of YouTube videos out there where it's a red screen for an hour, a blue screen for an hour, and they're like 8 hours long and they have millions of views.
Stop it.
Yeah. Dead serious.
No, you're right.
The weirdest thing. Or it'll just be static for like 12 hours, like 30 million views.
Like people sleep to it. Like
you're doing something wrong.
White noise.
Some of them don't even have sound. Some of them are just to make the light in the room different, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. You turn it's like a night light. Your TV acts as a night light.
You know,
it plays for 8 hours while you sleep.
The one good thing I can say, well, I mean, we have several good things about our podcast, but one thing for me personally, so my job requires a whole lot of speaking and presentations and being on Zoom and all that stuff and being in front of people. The one thing that the podcast has helped me with is that, like, I'm so much more comfortable, you know, presenting a meeting and talking to people over Zoom and stuff than I've ever been. And I mean, it's even been noticeable by my peers. They're like, you just go with it. You just know what you're doing. And I'm like,
you got to practice.
Way. But yeah, it's podcast. And then when I was doing spaces all the time back in the day, it really was like, okay, I could do this. But the podcast, because we're on live on a screen, it almost feels like we're on a Zoom. And so that's kind of how it feels at work. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I can still remember because I went back and edited that video last week, seeing your very first podcast. I would say, and you correct me if I'm wrong, it took you 5 to 6 to get comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
To where you were like, you didn't notice you were talking to the camera anymore. It was just conversation and this and that. And it is different. It is something different for sure. But no, those are good questions this week. Greg, are you going to blow our mind?
Yes, I hope. I'm ready.
You got to have goals.
Are you ready? Mind-blowing time.
Oh no!
Let's do it.
So I was gonna ask, what's the most efficient way to travel through the air? And what was the first official airship or plane or something to
Hot
get
air balloon.
fly with?
I
Okay,
know that.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I thought that the first like mainstream air travel was, what was it, Hilden? Was it the Hildenberg? What do you call those?
Like the
Yeah.
Helium ships?
Yep. The
airship?
Eldenberg, Hindenburg.
Hindenburg. What are those things called?
Airships, aren't they? Airships?
They're not blimps. They're called airships.
Okay, that was what I thought was the
old-
first most efficient air travel, like modernized air travel. But I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I kind of remember.
Which, Caleb, I mean, hot air balloon. That probably is.
Am I the winner?
No, I mean, it kind
Let's
of
see,
is like a
when?
hot air balloon, kind of.
Yeah.
But where did those go?
What do you
Well,
mean?
one crashed and blew up, and then they went away.
Right?
Did they crash on purpose?
Or was it a scheme to get us hooked on oil, petroleum, and fuel because they were too efficient and cheap, and they didn't want them around anymore?
Well, I do know they were super efficient. Like for what it took for volume of helium and this and that, for what they could haul, that they could make monster airships that could move cargo and people around super efficient. So after that disaster, was that the last time we ever saw them? Did they quit flying after that?
So that was it. They had one disaster. They had a Titanic moment in the air.
Yeah.
And
that was in the United States, wasn't it? In
Germany.
New York? Oh, I thought it came from Germany, but I don't remember.
It might have.
But it wasn't.
It might be right there.
Was it?
Nothing.
You don't know about the?
Oh, it was hydrogen. It wasn't helium.
Yeah, hydrogen. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about this, Holly?
Not at all.
There's footage out there of the massive fireball, or maybe it might have been still photos. I don't remember, but it's a massive fireball. I think it may kill more people on the ground than it did in the air.
What?
It might have.
Because it was coming to dock. Yeah, it was coming to dock.
Yeah, the big
ship. What did you call it?
Airship. Like a blimp, like the Goodyear blimp.
Yeah.
See that one? It's kind of like that. So, in like the buildings, Empire State Building and the Capitol buildings had what they called mooring stations, which were at the top, and these things docked to the top of these buildings, and people would get on. You ever see Indiana Jones, Crusaders of the Lost Ark?
Oh yeah, there is one of those in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, tickets, and he starts knocking them out. Remember that?
No.
It was a luxury.
Like
it's the medicine she's on.
Because I watched a show or a movie.
I got a video
not too long ago about the airship, like the creator of the airship.
Huh.
And now it's literally within this week, and I cannot remember if it was like a real story or if it was fake. Now, I don't remember what it was.
Probably is a real one, but I got a video, so
okay.
It'll maybe refresh your memory.
Okay.
From docking off from the Eiffel Tower to fishing via airship in a lake in California. One of the main reasons I believe they got rid of these, having a personal flying craft, a vessel of personal exploration, where the possibilities and locations are limitless. That's something the parasites could not keep around. Cutting out the airships hindered not only our freedoms, it also solidified our dependency on oil for the next century, and setting up a narrative of how these fossil fuels are so limited. And with everything running on it, they had to charge a premium, as well as setting up realm-wide wars for the next century, fighting over the perceived precious limited resource of oil. Many ask with these airship photos why they never seen them before. In short, blame our history that we're taught, as I said in my previous video, leaving out all the good parts to keep it as boring and mundane as possible. And also, most have never even thought to look for them. I have, including schematics. Like these mooring stations, and if you look to the left there, that's how they unloaded the passengers in these towers. Here's some schematics on them. They're real complex buildings for the time, we're told. These mooring stations were built on top of skyscrapers, equipped with elevators and stairs. That was the beauty of them over airports. They could be built anywhere, even on ships. They would have been a sight to see. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wouldn't that have been sweet? Like some of those even had, like you go on a cruise on a ship, like at the tops, they had places you could walk out and like
how
hang
many
out.
people could it
drink
hold? Like how many passengers did it keep?
in the air. I'm not for sure about that, but quite a bit.
Was it?
Like it was significantly more than like a 747.
Wow.
You're muted, I think.
Yeah, I am muted. Sorry. You always see those little baskets, like the Goodyear blimp. There's like 4 people inside or whatever, but the original ones would carry a lot of people. I just don't remember how many. I think it would, like Greg said, equivalent to like airlines nowadays being able to carry hundreds of people. Were they very fast? I don't know.
They weren't like. I don't think they were super fast. I mean, they weren't like a jet or nothing.
See, I'm old enough to remember John Madden taking his bus and racing the blimp from one football game to another football game. And he didn't think that the blimp would win, but what he forgot about was he didn't have to follow the same roads he was on, and there was no traffic. It was just a straight line, and the blimp beat him, and he had to pay a bet or back or something. I don't remember.
Well, I didn't know that, but I was going to guess they're probably a little faster than a car. Comparable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They say that about
plane,
like live flight helicopters and things like that. They're not that they're necessarily that fast, is that there's no traffic and they can literally fly in a straight line. So you don't have, things to go around and this and that. So
I don't know. Nick said 130 people max in the Hindenburg.
So yeah, that would it
Yeah.
would be less than a 747, but still, yeah, it's interesting.
Pretty cool.
And maybe,
yeah,
Greg, is it possible that maybe the reason they're not around is that technology just was no good anymore?
I don't think so.
I knew you didn't.
Not at CRYPTIC Corner.
Not at all. Not at all.
Why do you think it happened, Greg?
I think it was too cheap, too easy and cheap, and we can't have people getting around to go wherever they want and see everything for super cheap. Because once those things are flying, they're flying.
What if you get caught in the storm? Are you screwed?
What's that?
Don't touch it.
If you get caught in the storm, is it going to blow you away like
yeah, that's right. I would be scared. I feel like I don't want to.
I mean, if you fly a plane in a tornado, what happens? Avoid the storm. How about just go above the clouds?
Any of the traveling, though, if you really think about it, every time you get in your vehicle, there's a chance you're not making it to where you're supposed to be. True. And it may be no fault of your own, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've probably all unfortunately known somebody that was killed in a car wreck. But is it not to you guys just a little bit weird when you're stuck into what seems like a sardine can of an airplane smashed together, shoulder to shoulder, knowing you have zero control over what's about to happen? Like, that turbulence hits, it doesn't, like, I'll fly, obviously, but it is not my favorite thing because I have no control over any of it. I feel like in a car, I can at least dodge something.
No, you still can't. You really, honestly, it depends on what type of accident you're in a car. Some things you just can't control. Like there is no way around it. But that's the same with, I never understood like why they get all butthurt. I don't wear my freaking seatbelt in an airplane. What is that going to do for me?
Right. What? Nothing. The placebo effect. Not.
That's all it is. Because I'm telling you, that little flotation device, you're never going to need that thing, I don't think.
No, you're not gonna I mean, I guess you can, but.
Mayday, huh? All right. Meg said binge watch Mayday. I don't even know what that is, but I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's with.
I need something to watch. All right, you guys ready to put this thing to bed?
Yeah. Well, if you want to watch something funny, like about the Olympics, watch the Kevin Hart and Keenan. Like they recap the Olympics. It is hilarious.
Oh, I bet that is good.
It's so good.
I haven't seen any of that. I did see that Snoop Dogg was like the unofficial mascot for the United States at the Olympics.
Flavor Flav.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everywhere.
Did you see his goat necklace?
Yes.
Because he's the goat.
Well, Simone Biles has a iced out one, and she put it on after she won gold for all around. And she was like, some people love it, some people hate it, but it's mine.
Is she going to retire?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty old.
Is she?
Yeah, I had she did an interview where she said that she wants to have babies, and she just got married to he plays for Chicago Bears now, but he was for Green Bay. I can't remember his name right now, but she just got married and stuff, and she's actually old for the Olympics in gymnastics. Believe it or not, what is 27?
I was going to say that must mean she's in her 20s.
But I mean,
that's a young lady sport right there. You can't really be in your 30s and be competitive in that anymore.
Right. Actually, yeah, she's 27, but she deserves the GOAT title. She's just good. I've never seen she jumps higher than the men's Olympics did on their floor. It's unbelievable how high she can jump.
Yeah, and especially for how little she is.
Than me. She's 4'9".
Yeah.
4'9".
Explosive, unreal power.
It's like a flea.
No.
Oh, they jump.
That's true.
Yeah, she's awesome. I like her. I'm happy.
I always thought she was good.
Yeah, she ended her career on the highest note. So
anytime you're in a sport and they change the rules because you are too good, that means you are the GOAT.
You are the GOAT.
That's exactly what happened with her, from what I've heard, that they changed the way they judge things because other people couldn't even compete. It wasn't a competition anymore.
Yeah.
So kudos to her.
You know who else gets Katie? I think her name is Katie Ledecky.
Yeah.
She's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah.
She did the 1500 and in swimming, and they showed her. And at one point when they showed her, they had to zoom way out because nobody was even close to her. And then when she do the turn to go on the other way, everybody else was barely coming in to try to do the turn. She's awesome. And she just got 13. She has the most medals in women's ever. Yeah, she's awesome. She's saying
she was
back in 4 years, but she's 31.
It was like lapping them. Yeah.
So she's so far ahead, they had to zoom out so they could get the other swimmers in the picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny.
Awesome. That was so awesome.
That's a butt kicking right there.
Yes. Yes. She's a beast. And it was really cool to watch.
That's
all right.
All right. On that note.
We love you too, Meg.
Does Meg love us?
He does.
I kind of had to turn the comments off because I was getting distracted.
Oh.
So
easy. You know what's insane, Matt? You. We love you too.
Insane.
Thanks for tipping. Thanks for all the tips.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's good, though.
As we put this thing to bed today, congratulations to the winners. Guys, if you are interested in the NFTs, you know where to find them. If you have any questions about them, reach out. Greg knows a lot about it, but I can help you with where to find them and things like that too. There was a couple other things I was going to... I know what I was going to say. Don't miss the premiere of Candid Conversations tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yes.
It is going to be awesome. When you see that thing, share it, get it out there. Hannah is an awesome person, and I just love the fact that the spotlight's going to be on her for like 50 minutes. So enjoy that one. Guys, you got anything else?
Nap time.
It is nap time.
It is nap time.
Have a great week, and God bless.
Oh, hold on.
Hold
on. Got one thing. Actually two. I'm excited about the Candid Conversations, but we will have a store coming out.
Oh
on our
yes.
YouTube.
Oh,
So
that's
be
true.
looking for that.
Yeah,
So just
one
want
of
to
them-
throw that out there.
We got 'em.
When is it going to be done?
Actually, it might show up next week underneath
Sweet.
our video.
Yay!
See, I wasn't going to say anything about it because I was going to give you a cushion in case it didn't come out in time.
Oh well, hey,
now
I've got
Now it has to. Get to work, Greg.
No, that's
next
it.
week. I've got stuff on there already, so it could technically go now.
No
So.
nap for Greg. He's got
Yeah,
work
no,
to
not
do.
for Greg. Sorry.
If you need a desk mat, Greg has you covered.
Hey,
A little inside text joke there, Holly. That was good though.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Check
real
one for
good.
Holly. Holly 1, Greg 0. Guys, have a great week and God bless.
Be kind.